Howdy guys, John from Appetite Tackle. Everyone's going a bit mad with COVID-19, myself included. I really need to go fishing, but I guess we're all doing what we've got to do. So I thought it might be a good time to revisit some tackle rigging and fill in some time. You probably feel the same. A lot of the time with my jigging assists, and that's what we're going to do today, is make up some jigging assists. I use stuff out of the packet, Shout Powerful assists or the Shout Single Kudakos to use on stickbaits. We've got new ones now. The Crafters, barbless and barbed. They're pretty cool, and check them out in the store. They're high-end Japanese stuff. But sometimes it's good to fill in the time and get the satisfaction of building something yourself from scratch. So step by step, I'll show you how I make a assist for jigging. Check it out. Righto, so welcome to my little rigging bench for today. What have we got? Shout assist cord. We've got a single Shout Kudako hook. We've got a solid ring. And we have a little tube of super glue. I really favour having a Occy skirt on my jigging assist. We're not talking slow pitch jigging here, we're just talking conventional speed jigging, as we probably all know it, and I find my bite ratio goes up significantly using an Occy of some description. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take your Occy and snip off the end. Now you don't want to go and take too much off it. You'll create a hole that allows the Occy to slide far too easily onto the eye of the hook. So it's a bit of trial and error here. I'm just going to snip off the top little bit there, which gives me about a 1mm hole in the end of the Occy. Hopefully it picks up that. There it is. So yeah, that's roughly how much I'll cut off. The next bit, we need to decide how long we want our assist to be without creating a bunch of wasted assist cord. I probably prefer my assist cords on the shorter side rather than super long. The next step, loop it over so it's got equal lengths and tie a very simple overhand loop knot. And where you tie the overhand loop knot determines how long your assist is going to be. And I just cinch it up there, and I'm pretty happy with about that. That's leaving me roughly about a 5cm or a 50mm length to that, but it will get longer because I'm going to add the split ring later at the end, and it always ends up a tad longer than you think. Very simple overhand loop knot. Absolutely nothing to it. We simply insert the hook through the back of that, the eye of the hook rather, through the back, and it looks like so. Next step, run the doubled over section through the back of the eye, and you'll see the knot sitting along the shank like this. Simply now cinch it up and make it pull up to the eye like so. And it's the time to give it a really good tug and get it as tight as it can be. The granny knot forms on the back of the eye. Next step, take a pair of scissors and leave yourself about at least 1 centimetre and cut off the tag ends, like so. This next step is completely optional, and some people like to use heat shrink. I've done that in the past, but I find that catch a couple of fish on it and that heat shrink is garbage and torn up. So I like to use a little bit of super glue, and I put a dab on the knot just to 100% make sure that doesn't come undone. I've never had one come undone, so I'd say it's probably an optional, but I like to do it when I'm rigging them on the bench anyway. Righto, giving that a couple of minutes to dry. Next step is the doubled over end of the assist. Feed it up between the tentacles of the Occy squid, which actually can be a little bit tricky. There may be a better way to do this, I don't know. I've tried a few different ways. You want it just big enough, that hole at the top that I cut first, to just fit the Occy through, and for it not to be loose on it. And just pull that down till it is sitting there above the eye of the hook, right there, like that. Cut the hole too big and it pulls straight down over the eye, and no good. Now that's a 4-inch Occy skirt. To be honest, I'd probably give that a very, very light trim personally, and I'm going to knock a bit short of an inch off that Occy, leave it roughly about that long there. It's more about probably a 3 1/4 now. Final step is to get your solid ring, and quite simply lose it. Okay, final bit to do is thread the double over end of the assist, and then pull up the split ring through the middle and cinch it down tight, like so. So there it is, guys. Guarantee you that won't fail, and the Occy presentation really makes a difference to our bite ratios for a whole range of species. So this is how it finishes up. The solid ring is attached to the split ring, which is attached to the jig, and you tie your main line directly to the solid ring right there. You do not attach it to the split ring, you do not attach it to the jig. You tie it straight to the solid ring. All these bits and pieces are available at Ebb Tide. I'll put the links in the video comment. Check it out, and hopefully we can all get back fishing real soon.